Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Oh wow. Awesome night tonight. We got Jazz here. Um, hey Eddie. Hey Bern. Hey Ken. Um, Without further ado, we're just gonna bring Jazz on up. Hi.
Hey, hey, what's up, everybody?
How are you
Ladybug,
doing? All
all is
right.
well. Thanks for having me. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
That's
not a
awesome.
problem. This is cool. This is real
We
cool.
have a Twitter space going on right now.
Oh, snap! What?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh,
I
snap!
I know I didn't know till like 5 o'clock, and it was like okay, so they'll start coming in, but Pablo's doing the what do you call it, the plug, for the projects. They got a
Oh,
90
yep,
second
yep.
deal going on right now. So
Oh, snap! Look
yeah,
at that!
I know.
Look at that!
I was over listening to it. I was like, okay.
They're around the clock. They stay around the clock as they should. It's great to see.
I know it's been pretty awesome. Um, I just want to start. I just want to ask you, tell me about your crypto journey, how it started.
Oh, well, it started early of 21 with the whole Dogecoin craze coming about. And I still wasn't even that interested in crypto either. I just was like, man, I need to kind of clean up this credit card debt that I have. So let me go get into this little thing, put a little $200 in and see what I can make of it. And when the big run happened with the Elon Musk thing, I was like, whoa, so I paid off my credit card debt, but I made a little more than I expected. Hang on now. Then I heard about Shiba Inu right after that. And of course, I was skeptical. I'm like, oh, the Doge killer. I don't know about all that now. I ain't with that now. So I was a little late to the party, getting in on the dip. And I was dollar cost averaging because I was still working my day job at the time at the airport. So just even like $50 a week, if I could afford it, I'll just put it in there and build it up till eventually I had like around 1,200-ish dollars worth of Shiba. And then when that run happened, oh man, I was good. I was like a little over 10K made there. And then Saitama for me, because I was like, I was dabbling into whatever I could. I was determined to quit my job by any means necessary at that point in 21. And so then I got into Saitama. I'm like, I'm gonna put 100 something dollars in there. It's like some new anime coin with a wolf, and I don't know much about it, but I don't know, they got copyright issues. I'm gonna put 100 something dollars and I'm gonna forget about it. And that thing ran to over 20K. So I was just like, this is all within the same first year of even knowing about what Ethereum is. I was just
Wow.
blown away. I'm like, man, I gotta make a YouTube channel on this. This was in October. I'm like, this is going crazy. My coworkers don't care about what I'm saying, so somebody gotta hear me out. So made a channel, started running with it, and boom, that's what kickstarted everything.
That's crazy. 100 turned to 20K.
It was $140, and at the high of the Vegas event, it was at just under $22,000. My mind was shot because I was only a few months of about 3-4 months of holding, and I forgot I even had it till it started running back up. I'm like, oh, that wolf coin, that Saitama coin, what was going on here? It was just it was great. It was a big rush that first year, and it kind of let me know that I think this is the niche I got to kind of roll with.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. So then how did you come across Volt? Excuse me.
So Volt. So I heard of Volt. This must have been in January of last year. And at the time, I just thought of it as any other coin. This is fresh after the whole thing with Clifford taking off and Shinobi. So I'm thinking, oh, it's just another one of those coins in the same bunch. I didn't pay much attention to it. It was between that and I also heard of at the time Pongo Inu going on at the same time. So I was like, okay, I got a couple $100 I can like risk in one of these plays. Why not? Let me see, Pongo or Volts. I'm like, Pongo's a cheaper option. So I'm gonna go with Pongo. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Lo and behold, a couple weeks later, Pongo practically rug pulled, you know. And I'm coming back. I'm like, well, Volt's still around, but damn, Volt's a lot higher now than where I was looking a month before. I'm like, dang, this is now like $40+ million. Do I really want to put money in this? I'm like, you know
Right.
what? I'll start with a couple hundred in, and then I'll just build it and see how that goes. it just, man, it long story short, the whole thing with Saitama took place and I was getting impatient and I still had a few grand left. I said, you know what? I'm cutting my loss with that. And I'm gonna put the whole thing in vault. I'm gonna just put it all in vault. This is right as they announced the news of the V2 migration. So there was a lot of people getting out of the project at that time. I remember it was a lot of back and forth going on. People telling me privately, like, sure that was a good move to put that much in vault because they're migrating and we saw what happened with these other projects when they migrated. I'm like, it's a risk, but from how they've been going so far, it's a risk that, you know what, at this point I might as well, because I was in the other projects, those are downhill. I'm like, what do I got left to do? Let me see how this goes. And lo and behold, that was a good decision, because look how long it's been. It's been almost a year and still here. I got in it was like close to March of last year. Here we still are, just with a way bigger bag, of course, than back then. And it's just it's incredible. It's an incredible experience. It's almost like luck or fate.
Yeah. You were drawn to it. And
exactly.
Then I remember when you came into the voice chat. Or no, you didn't come into the voice chat. What you did was you went on Twitter. I remember you had gotten hacked.
Yeah. Oh man, let's go to summer. That was a scary time. That was a time that blew my mind of what Volt's really made out of. That was the last thing I was thinking about. See, at the time, I was covering heavily on Volt because I knew that Volt had a very strong community. It was my biggest investment at the time. It made sense. I'm gonna just keep covering it, because why not? I love running with that type of stuff. It gets me excited. And long behold, it was one of those projects that reached out, which looked like it was another promo opportunity. So I wanted to, get a look at what they're going for. And they sent me a link. This is before I knew about phishing links. So I'm clicking on the link to go sample and see like what it was like something there. I forgot, it was like a game or something they were working on. And I'm like, let me see what this game's about first before I tell them like yes or no. And it's not downloading. And I'm like, man, this is weird. It's just not, I guess it's just not working for me. Oh, well, I'm going to just X out of it. And that's that. About a couple minutes later, I go to check on my wallet and I see I'm down to just $4. I'm like, wait a minute. It was around like close to 6K at the time. You said how's my mic? Is it good?
It's like, I don't know if it's when you're coming back. It's like it's got like a in and out. You know how you get.
Oh, okay. So let me sit up close to. How is this like better?
Catching in between. Oh, yeah.
That's better. Okay, I just raise the volume up. Okay. So then at that time frame, I was like, okay, I went from about a couple, it was like $6,000 at the time, because this is when things already started going downhill in the markets. So I look and it's just like, okay, wait, I got $4. Maybe it's the wallet just acting up. The app is glitching. I'm gonna close it out. I'm gonna refresh it, and it's good again. That didn't work. So then, I was real close at the time with Mr. Burt. He's not around as much anymore, but him and I were tight. And I called him. I'm like, hey, Burt, is your wallet working, man? Is it the app glitching? Because my thing says I got $4 left. We know it was nowhere near that. And when he told me no, I went to my girlfriend. I'm like, check your wallet. Is your wallet good? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, those people got me. And I was shot. But my first instinct was like, you know what? No time to cry about it or nothing. I got to just start from scratch again. I got to just build it back up. I did it with Shiba. I did it with Doge back then. I'm gonna have to do it with Volt. So what I was doing is, at the time, since I was covering Volt so much, I reached out to Pablo. I was like, hey man, I'm gonna slow it down with the content, not because I'm like steering away from Volt, but because I got all my money taken out. So I gotta kind of rebuild the bag back up. So I'm not gonna cover it as often if I'm not even having to bag myself to watching it. So it's gonna be stressful. The coin's doing good. I got my things robbed. I'm gonna feel like, damn, like, I got played. And Bob was like, yeah, don't worry about it, man. They're gonna build it back up. And I was like, yeah, man, for sure. An hour or two later, he hits me back up at random. He's like, hey, Botochi said come to the voice chat. I'm like, come to the voice chat for what? I'm thinking like something bad happened, or like they found the person that did it or something. And I'm going in there. When they announced that they're gonna give me back the money I lost, I was just like, that blew me away. That was the last thing I was expecting, because prior to that, I was already writing down like how much money I have left to start my portfolio again, what projects I should probably do it in, how long it might take to make some of it back. I was doing all the calculations. So then when I heard that, I was just like, that was insane. And they ended up giving me back even more than what I had lost previously, which blew me away even more. I was like, no, that's when I knew. That's when I was for certain. I'm like, okay, so this was no coincidence. I was for sure led to this project. So now I'm gonna be on top of this like white on rice and just have not let off the gas since then. Or even sold anything from that bag since then. You know, we added more since, you know, and that's how I've been rolling since then. I still can't believe it, even talking about it months later. It's still like that really happened. That's
Well, the
crazy.
fact is that you actually stayed. You stayed even through, because even I would say a normal investor, even though somebody, gave them their investment back, when the chart started
Going down,
diving, they would have,
most
went
would
the
have
opposite. Yeah.
just went and left, and of course those thoughts crossed my mind, but just the way I am, I guess, just like for me personally, I'm like, if it wasn't for them, one, I wouldn't even have a bag to begin with in any type of crypto. I'd be still building it from scratch again, especially with the market slow. So money's not even coming in that heavy either. So I was like, you know what? Not only that, but when I was holding a couple of the projects before then, but Volt was the only project I noticed that I never was going negative in, no matter how bad it was dropping or how bad the overall markets were looking. And I found that strange because I was kind of bracing for impact. And I was like, okay, it's going to drop, but it's going to come back and I'm fine. But it never dropped to as bad as I was expecting it to back then. And that let me know again. And I was telling this to my girlfriend, I'm like, this is the only coin I'm holding that's never dropped out of, no matter what happens in the markets, I'm still up. The lowest I think I've seen my money drop was probably like $200. And that was maybe for a day and a half and it was right back.
Wow.
I cannot explain it. I don't know. It's the entry point. I don't know what it is, but it's the one coin that I
sound like you came in at an excellent
like
time.
the exact line, like the right mode to be in, that we're not going to touch that type of floor again. So I'm still kind of safe no matter what. And I'm just like, it's like destiny. So that's where that fuel comes from. So when I'm on there and I'm doing those Volt videos, it's out of pure inspiration. There'll be odd times in the night that I'll record and then edit the next day to roll it out in a regular time. It's all for just pure inspiration. That Volt sparked that in me, and now I can't shake it off.
It's the Volt in you.
There you go. It's the Volt in me. That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
It's real.
Exactly. The voltage is real. It's real.
It's like it gets a hold of you, and it's like,
you can't let go of it. And then you think about it, it's like, why would I let go of it? Because this was before we heard any other plans with Volti change and any of that. This was just holding out of just pure fate that I was led to this and it's gonna work out some way, somehow. Now, while we're seeing everything happening with Volt, it's like, you feel like a genius, It's like, we knew this was gonna be like this, but in reality, it's like, dang, like this is really like destiny. You can't take advantage of these type of rare opportunities because not everybody gets second chances like that. So that's why I'm just taking advantage of the opportunity that's right in front of us and maximizing it and hoping that through my content, other people can feel that enthusiasm and feel that confidence that they need to keep going. Because I know it gets hard. I get it. I'm just like you guys, man. I don't like the first of the month either. I hate when rent's due and stuff, but I get it. I hate utilities too. But that's what we're in this for, and we're gonna go through those trials before we get to the greater things in life. And, I'm here with you guys. I get it.
But we gotta stick together.
Exactly, 100%.
That's it. That's why this is the best community ever.
It truly is. It's never a negative day. I'll tell you. Even times where I see the coin dropping and I'm trying to figure out, oh man, what did I miss here? Because sometimes I go days off on Twitter. I'm like, wait a minute, no, we didn't pump yet. Something's not adding up. We didn't have a pump yet. And I checked the Telegram. Everybody just easy going, memes, happy. Yo, man, hey, we coming back. I'm like, damn, like, yeah,
it's real.
There's
It's
no there's
real.
no gray skies with this community. There's no thunder. There's no lightning. It's just an illusion. I'm like, man, why would I not want to stick with this community? This is what even I need this, you know?
Hey,
It's
hey,
crazy
that's
to
for
see that.
real.
It's crazy to see that.
Yeah, that's what we really. That's why I love the VC.
Yeah.
Because no
Oh
matter
my
what, I
God.
mean, it's just to me, it's the heart. It's the heart.
Yes.
Um,
It's different.
and it's what was encouraged from day one. If you're having one of those off days where you're feeling a little froggy,
Oh yeah.
jump in the
You just
voice
jump in. And sometimes I'll be in there. I won't even say nothing. I'm just in there with my earbuds in, just walking around the house doing things and stuff. Just like, yeah. Well, you tell them, Power. Yeah, I needed to hear that. Yeah, I needed to hear that. And that's how it is sometimes. It's like a secondary, like a secondary church or a
Yeah.
therapy. That's
Yeah.
what it's like. That's what
Let
it's
us,
like. That's
let
what
us
I look at
pray.
it as in the
Everybody
bear
come
market.
together.
We're all here. Everybody stand up for Botoshi. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it 100%.
I love it. I swear I do. I mean, I wake up in the mornings. I do the morning shift. I'm the morning shift admin,
Man.
and so I'm up pretty early, between 4 and 6 on the chat, and
Ooh.
just getting it in. Getting all the updates out and stuff
Hey,
like
bro,
that.
you
And
are killing it. I give you props for that. That is
right. I mean, we're $1 and nothing less. I mean, how we gonna get there if we ain't working?
exactly,
You know.
exactly. And how early things are and everything that's unfolding and everybody shouting out volts and volti change now, listing the widgets. It's crazy. I just can't believe it. It's just like sometimes like this ain't reality. But if I'm saying this now, I don't know what I'm gonna be saying when we're in the billions.
Because you know it's coming.
You know it's coming. You know,
It's coming.
I
It's
tell you,
like,
I already wrote down a whole plan and everything. I'm okay, take profits at this point. Hold. I can see it getting down to this point too. I have this already. I know we're going to the billions. I had a plan written out from it must have been 4 months ago, and I still kept it as that. Like
yeah,
I'm sticking to it. I know we're getting there, like way into the billions.
50 to 100 billion.
Realistic. I realistically see that because if we saw Doge and Shiba hit those points, and we only saw an all-time high globally of 3 trillion market cap, and we're expected to supersede that on the next official bull run. Oh man, that's just a regular aim in the dark for 50 to 100 billion market cap on Vault, especially not including all the added volume from multi-chain.
Come on. That's what's gonna be bananas.
Exactly. Like, and we don't even know about the Voltisoft yet or the Volti Eco. We don't know anything about those yet.
All of that is just crazy.
Yeah. And that's not even talking about the exchanges. It goes on and on. It goes on and on.
To try to cover is it you could try. It's like
yeah. I learned that for me, I'll sit back for a couple of days, gather all the intel, let it all come and just make one video compiling all of it. Yeah. That's the best way I can stay up to date with everything. Because there's always something new.
Well, I can say that I believe we're going to be checking off some marks on the stage 5 next week.
Next week, guys, you heard that? Next week?
That's what Paris said today.
Woo!
That's what he said.
Next week.
Next week.
I'm ready. We're already over $1 trillion market cap.
He's silly. Hold on. Let's look at that. Hold on, pull it up real quick. Hold on. Okay, so
there we go.
Yes. Now, of course, everybody's been crying about number one.
I forgot that I even had a voltage drag until I saw the stage. That's how I was like, oh snap, I got the NFT as well.
There you go. See, yeah. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm telling you, it's just surprises on surprises with Vault. You can't get enough.
I swear, and he makes it that way. And what's so bullshit about this was there wasn't enough room on here for everything he wanted to add. So you know we got a stage 6 coming.
When I heard him, well, when I saw that in that stream, I just was like, what else more could you think of? Like that was my thought.
Bullish,
I said,
you
"There's
know.
more."
This is pretty bullish. You said
Yeah,
it ain't
this is
bullish.
beyond bullish, and
Bridge
the
on
chart was
voltage
starting to reflect
change.
that. It's and look at the timing of it, Ladybug. The market's randomly flipping after 4 or 5 months of just boring action through Bitcoin and ETH, and then all of a sudden, this is the middle of January. Everything is kind of compiled together, and we're just seeing it now. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's beyond crazy. So, what on this list excites you the most?
So the first thing that I love, because I'm a numbers person, was the 3 top 10 centralized exchanges. That was the number one that made my tail go up. Then followed by that was the VDSC rewards. I was like, oh my gosh, rewards. I was just holding until it's worth a lot. I forgot we get rewarded for that too. And then I saw the bridge on Volti change. That caught me. I was like, a bridge on Volti change. So
Yeah.
the Volti change is going to keep evolving, especially with the 100 widget additions. Like what could that be? I could understand 10 new additions. 100?
Yeah, that one right there. See, I never get to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
100. What can you add?
What else can you
100
yeah.
what?
I can't even think of 100 things to add to any widget, even the most ideal widget. And that's why I'm like, what could Satoshi have in store for that? Like, I don't know. And that's not even talking about Volti-Soft and Volti-Eco, which should have even more utilities beyond the 100 widget options coming for Volti change. So that's beyond my intelligence. I can't even imagine that type of stuff.
All this is crazy. It's real super bullish and it's crazy.
Definitely is.
That branded physical card, man.
What is that? Yeah, because when I hear that, I think of like either baseball collection cards or Pokemon cards. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm like, is Voltochi tying Volt into that as well?
So it's like two different things. Like some people think it might be the Volt actual Visa card or MasterCard, and then others put it toward the gaming, like with the VDSC.
Yeah, because I was thinking more of the gaming side, but I didn't even think of the card. Wow. Damn. Wow. Oh man. That'd be pretty next level, especially with institution money rolling in. Sheesh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be pretty convenient. Even just with your rewards, like the rewards that we'll be getting for just holding Volt, especially when the volume goes exponential. Having cards to man. Damn,
But you started look at what Volt has to offer.
Yes. 100 widgets. Yeah, that's right. We're like over what? We're over 20 projects.
I mean, I don't even understand. The widget now.
Is it?
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for breaking that down, Crypto Smooth. I got it now. So 100. Oh, we're gonna kill that. We at 26 right now.
Dude. Yo, Votoshi is smart because he be setting goals that he knows it's gonna be steamrolled past. He's smart. He knows not to overpromise.
You're right.
He's gonna underpromise us to over deliver every time and keep us on the edge of our seat. Thank you, Crypto Smooth. That just broke it down entirely.
Yeah, that was like the
my gosh, yeah. That's why every day you're seeing multiple widgets multiple projects coming out talking about. Imagine all that exposure.
Wow.
All that exposure. Oh man. Man. It's a lot to fathom, and we're not even through with the first month of the year yet. That's, I think, is the craziest part.
So December DeMarco put out a tweet and he was talking about if we just got 1%, of the crypto market, which the total exchanges was 22,200 something, whatever.
Mm.
And so if we just got 1%, it would be 222. And he put a volume on there too, as well as how much the daily volume might be. Vitoshi put out a tweet as well and said, what if just 2 of the projects that were added went to a $500 million market cap on VoltiChange? It's just like bullish. You guys stuck on numbers? Let me help you out.
Is that hearing that and knowing at the tail end of the last bull run that your average Joe project was coming out and knocking into 100 million plus market cap? That expectation of only just 2 projects and the type of volume on VoltiChange, like I never thought of that. But how realistic that is, especially when the market is fully back up and running.
Right. Damn. And we'll be coming in at obviously the best time.
Yeah. And with all the different projects, you're increasing the odds of at least 2 projects touching those landmarks.
And you know how it is when the bull run is. Everything's hitting.
Everything is going on. You make a coin, Jazinu, 150 million market cap by the end of the first week and still climbing if I got a roadmap coming out. Like, that's damn. Like, whoa.
That's real.
This has to zero in.
Yeah, that's real.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah. And then, hold on, you didn't even include, I like talking to you, Jazz.
We just go on and
you make me, we didn't even think the incubator.
Let me drop the mic at this point. And above all else, I forgot to mention the $1 million burn at all-time high.
Oh, okay.
Let's just put a little cherry on it while we're at it. Damn, incubator.
Yeah. Bullish.
Oh man, damn, that's a lot. Yeah. That's gonna stick in my brain for a minute till it fully digests.
I mean, you don't know what you just did for me. I'm like, you just set me up. Like, I'm like, I was here. I'm like, okay.
You're like, wait a minute. Like, it's crazy when you break it down in logistics. Even just comparing it to history that we already saw, like this is actually possible stuff. It's happened before plenty of times.
Yeah.
It just now Volt is positioning itself right at the perfect centerpiece to grasp a piece of all of that when it's going on. Damn.
Oh, that's right. Damn. And what about the staking? A global
staking platform. Now that global, what is Volt supposed to mean by that?
Oh man.
Like that.
For me, I think that goes into the eco soft thing. It's global.
Oh, so that's just like a small piece of what that's going to consist of.
That's a real guess right there. Damn. We said global, so that's big.
And what about VoltiShop? We're talking numbers. Let's throw something else in the equation.
Let's elaborate. It's all of it's like, okay, so what are these things that are going to be added to? Oh, so this project does have some utilities, huh?
Oh yeah, just a few. just a few to name.
Okay. Okay.
Damn. That's crazy.
and it never fails. So okay, then all right. So we did that. Hold on, we haven't even got. Okay, so we got to do the 250K holders.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. I remember I covered the 250K holders part. That's like we're like a little over 20% of that right now. So that's like almost a 5x in holder count within just that one stage. That's not even stage 6's goals. That's just stage 5.
The Twitter follower. Now we're almost half on the Twitter followers. So
yeah, cool and seeing those numbers like that, what that lets me know is that Vitoshi is projecting where he sees the whole direction of the market is going to just within the timeline of stage 5. Because you wouldn't set numbers like our holder count to be 5x the amount unless you got a good feeling and been around the block for a while to know that the numbers that we'll be seeing will make it very, very relatively smooth to get 5x the type of volume and holders that we're seeing right now within stage 5.
Wow. Crypto Smooth is pretty smart.
Oh yeah, let's see what Crypto Smooth got, because he's enlightening me too. I had a lot of question marks in my head.
I'm glad you're here, sir.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's got to be the marketplace where Volt or VDSC holders can sell with part of profit going back to buy and burn Volt.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Damn, I don't think I've heard of that. I don't think I've heard of that.
Me neither. This is big. And he says, just guessing like everyone else.
I would have thought Crypto Smooth was working with them behind the scenes, man. How he be breaking down with the hypothesis and stuff, man. Damn.
I like your way of thinking, sir. I like your
way. Definitely. Me too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So then, okay, so now we did this. Hold on, what do we miss on? Let's make sure we get everything.
That's it.
The Battle Royale game. BDS Battle Royale.
Yeah. So that's gonna be pretty solid because Battle Royale is that's like, to me, I think that's like the most competitive of the games right now. You saw what like games like Fortnite and stuff did. So with the Volted Dragons being a part of that, that's going to add a huge incentive, even just for gamers to want to be getting hold of the NFT. I was wondering why I've been getting all these notifications of offers all of a sudden for the NFT. I'm like, well, that's pretty random. It's just been out of nowhere, quiet, and then 2 weeks later, offer. Oh,
you must got a nice one. I need to look at yours.
It's a little. I'm not flipping it for the pennies that they're offering. You know, like, I'm not just trying to break even. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold this thing till they're really, really worth it. But it makes sense now. Like, people, they see the Battle Royale game, its own in-game marketplace, and on top of that, the first round of rewards for holding the NFT. So it makes so much sense why that's starting to get a buzz. And we're not even thinking about what that's going to do for Volt altogether when the NFTs start blowing up. We're not even thinking about that yet.
And here's the thing. Okay, so like, all right. So I love NFTs. So this is kind of like a fire. It's like, ooh, NFTs. But my thing is this. I know you said you got one, but for me, getting the NFTs now, first of all, it's the best time because it's cheap. But you have to think about once the bull run kicks in, you see where our volume's at on the VDSC, right? Where our trading volume is at 432 ETH. That's a lot of trading volume. So then you have to put into perspective, once the bull run starts going up and our token starts going up, our NFTs are going to go up. It's just
like it's all connected.
Because everything's connected some type of way. And so that's why I always stress, guys, get the NFTs. There's only 4,400 of these NFTs that are even available. The rarity. Now you do the math on that. So
when it was still 10K full ones to get.
They're gonna have the second set that comes out. So what's the amenities for having the first one, the second one? You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a whole lot into, like I said, when we get to stuff like this, that's when I'm like, because but yeah, I mean, just not even thinking about staking the video, staking an NFT. I mean, it's all kind of things that
you can get just from staking the NFTs, especially the OG NFTs.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
In order to be able to get into certain access to certain things, that might be the requirement.
Oh my goodness.
Just saying.
Oh yeah.
Look, slippers count. Don't slip.
That's so true. That's so true. What? That's so true. Damn. I'm eager to see Votoshi elaborate more on the NFTs now, because I totally forgot. I just had it there and it just sits there. I forgot all about it until I saw the rewards. Oh my gosh, I have them. I'm like, nice.
Yay.
That's incredible.
it's really incredible. That's what
Yeah,
this is exciting. That's why it's like for people that just jump in and jump out. I just hate that they didn't really do the research, or
exactly.
because if you do it and you see it, it's like it's too much for it not to do what it's supposed to do.
Exactly. People just didn't want to give it the time it needed, especially with market conditions. And I'm
Yeah.
sure now they're regretting that,
Yeah.
Now they're looking back like, damn, maybe I should have been a little more on the patient side. Just a little
No,
bit,
they're not thinking that right now, Jazz. They're not thinking that right now. Right now, they're still, licking their wounds, right now, they're, like, oh, I got out in the nick of time. You know how it's the moment. I got my little 10%, so I'm good.
And I'll never understand that. Like you come into DeFi looking for that 10%, like, especially to the meme coin sector looking for that. Like, god damn. And the wrong side of town,
The wrong side of town.
Way wrong side. They took the bus all the way east. They supposed to go west. Crazy. Crazy.
But if you lick your wounds quick enough, you can come on back in.
That's true.
Come on.
If they come to their senses,
Come on.
I've seen the naysayers of all quiet down very quickly though. Like within the last 2 weeks, like all of a sudden, all the little, oh, you sure Bo's gonna do this? Oh, but what about this project instead of Vault? Oh, that's a full of scammers, and all where they just all went quiet all of a sudden. And now you see left and right, multi-change widget. The naysayers, they got their mouth full.
Jake came in and said it. Jake came in the chat about 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
They sure are quiet.
Yeah, that's what and it was all of a sudden within the matter of 1 to 2 days, it was done. It was like, wow. But that was quick.
I don't want to be messy. But I can't help it.
I hear you.
I don't want to be messy, but I can't help it.
I hear you. I
came into the chat today. Pablo's in there. He comes in. No, I was already in the chat. Pablo came in. He's like, hey, everybody. He comes in. He goes, guess who's using multi-change?
What? When Pablo showed me that, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a made up token that tried to reiterate the same name, like a knockoff. I'm like, there's no way that is that official token that just came out the blue. Say, hey, multi-change, we here. Yeah, let's go. Burn our supply, please. Like what?
So I'm not gonna say their name. That's how not.
No, I'm not gonna say the name. You know. I just found it quite amusing. That they just, whoa, what made them of all flip the script so quickly? That's what I wanted to know. What do they know that us outsiders don't know about? Like that. That's what I want to know.
A little birdie said that possibly their DX just doesn't do what ours does.
The other birdie was trying to tell their birdie that message a long time ago, but the message must have slipped in the air when it was flying and just never made it in time. That's what I think really happened, because they were hearing the same thing over and over again, and and me, I'm not the type to get tied into any drama. But I peep it all. You know what I'm saying? I peep it all. I'm just like, damn shame. So it's just crazy to see that turnaround, and obviously now speaking in the present tense, there's no malice to said project, of course. We're glad that they came on board and enhanced Volti-Change, because that just goes to show how powerful Volti-Change is. And that's just the first utility in the whole Volt ecosystem. Yes. So that just goes to show, like, if that first one did it, imagine what the next two coming up are gonna do. That's how I see it. I had to let it off a little bit, man. I couldn't believe it when Pablo showed it. I said, no, there had to be a knockoff of somebody had to made a new account and copy their name and ticker, and that was that. But no, that wasn't it. I couldn't believe it.
Come one, come out.
I couldn't believe it. That was crazy.
I didn't care y'all come.
That was crazy. If they could turn around, nobody could be against Volt. Like I can't, damn, like yo, salute. They made the right choice, but damn, that really happened. Like wow, that really happened.
Funny stuff, man. I tell you, boy, that killed me out today. I said, hey, that's what. Hey, sooner or later, you're gonna get voted.
Exactly. So no point in fading it. You know, if you feel your wits about Volt, keep it to yourself. Because then you'll be like said and said project come round later on, like,
on around my way.
Well, what happened? You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. That's why if I feel negative about a project, I don't say it, I don't make any content. I keep it to myself. That's it. Because these situations can happen.
Say eating crow.
Yes,
how's it tasting?
It's liable to happen. It's liable to happen. And we saw the craziest example take place today with Volti Change. And
Volti Change bullish, boy. Bring everybody.
Extremely. I couldn't believe that. You know, like I said, salute to that project. You know, they made the right choice. Scratch our back. We're scratching yours in return. But man, that just goes to show the power to see that come around like that. I couldn't believe it. I'm still thinking about it. I can't believe it.
Pablo, I'm gonna tell you about Pablo. This is the funniest thing about Pablo.
I want to know what was Pablo's reaction.
He was cracking it. It was the funniest things like that. You know, we in the chat, so it was different.
Yeah, in the voice. Yep.
Right. But yeah, it was. It doesn't matter. It's Pablo. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Let's go vote, everybody.
Yeah, and I agree with Pablo's mindset with that, keeping it objective, because these things are gonna happen. You know, this is still new territory. Some people just don't know as much as others do at certain times, and it shows. But hey, at the end of the day, they made the right choice. They put their pride to the side, came around, and got voted. So, you know, we can't be mad at that, but we can still crack our jokes from the past. We're not mad at it, but we can still crack our jokes and stuff because now we can let our laughs off a bit. You know, the tension died. You know what I'm saying?
I already said we were community token.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Pablo got the right mindset. Yeah. And that's great for Pablo to even speak of them like that, because I remember they had him in the tug of war going on like that. And I remember that. So salute. It's great. You know, Batoshi, you did a great job with Volti Change to see a come around like that happen. Which is just wow. Like that's how we not stopping. We can't fall down at this point. You know, Sheba tried to come after us too. That quieted down real quick. Like, wow, like I'm seeing history repeat itself, because I remember when I first heard about Sheba, this was the same thing happening to Sheba from people from the Doge community and people from the stable coins and that stuff. Now we just seeing history repeat itself for Volt, and we saw what Sheba did with all that attack going on. Just imagine this project.
And they did all that they did. I think it took 7 or 8 months before their project actually really took off.
Mm-hmm.
And then they didn't
even heard about the Sheba swap before that was even a thing.
Yeah. I mean, it was really amazing to me for that one. Yeah, I was supposed to put more money in there. But
we all were. I was still trying to dollar cost average, and I was like,
I was scared. Hotbit was the only place I could get Sheba at, and so it was my first time, and I was like, okay, I'll send. You know, it's a new exchange. I'm like, I'll send $20 over just in case. You know, I don't want to lose my money.
That's what I did.
I'm like, I'll let 20 go, and it went over. And I was like, okay, all right, okay. And then, because I was new, I was still pretty new. So then I put the $20 in there, and it gave me 819 million tokens. Had never seen that many tokens a day in my life, ever. For $20. 20.
You were early.
Yes, I was. And I didn't even know. So I
800
was supposed
mil
to
for
put
20
200
odds.
in, but I got nervous with the exchange, so I just
And
put
just started with the
20 in.
20. Woo. See, I remember the trying to get in with the exchanges and then having to call your bank because the transactions didn't go through. Yeah, that's me. I'm using a crypto exchange. Can you unlock my
Can
account,
you release
please?
it, please?
Then you trying to, you waiting for the bank to clear it. Then you missed your entry point. See, people now that are cheating out with like Uniswap and Change and they're just cheating left and right, they don't understand the struggle of what it used to be just to get in, just to get in the first place.
Yeah.
But they're so quick to get out. So it's just it's crazy to see how times are just coming back around again.
Yeah. But yeah, that was one of those ones that taught me, because I didn't know anything about holding, nothing. Like I was a day trader. I see red, I'm gone. It's no question. Hey, I'm out.
I see.
You ain't taking my money.
I came in with the mindset after seeing what Doge did, like paying off my credit card down. I'm like, oh man, so if I hold this Shiba thing, this could get me a house. Shoot. All right. Well, what let me look at what year can Shiba hit this. They say 2024 is 2021. I could wait 4 years. I don't care. I'll put a little 50 in. And I'll put another 50 next week and another 50 next week. If I get a good check, I'll put 100, maybe 150, and I'm gonna let it add up and I'm gonna just sit back and chill. That was my mindset.
I would be very wealthy right now.
But like you, I was very skeptical. That's why I did only 50 and not put a whole chunk of my savings in, which thinking back, I wish I would have. Would have had a lot more money now, but
we all coulda, shoulda, wouldas.
Oh, Tom brought up a cool question. How many zeros is Volt eating in 2023? Well, obviously none of us know the answer to that. But my speculation, I speculatively think that like we can definitely touch the billions within this year. That's what I'm. Obviously, we don't know 100% what's going to happen and not going to happen. But what I believe is possible is that we can touch the billions, which will put us, I think, in that 4-0 bracket, like up in that 4-0 territory.
I like that. I believe so too.
That's what I could see. As for 3 zeros or 2 zeros, I think we can see more of that probably towards whenever the big like all-time high bull run occurs. And at that point, imagine the type of volume Change is going to be doing, how low our supply may be by then too. So I do think those are possible for this year. I could see us clipping up into the 4-0 territory.
I'm wondering if he's going to hold. I wonder if he's going to hold, Jazz. If he's going to hold those tier ones until we hit that all time and do that.
I don't know.
Because that would be bullish right there.
I don't know. Can you imagine? Because it's like we hit there. Let's say if we get the tier ones after touching the billions, dang. But what if we get like 1 or 2 of the tier ones where it's like big tier ones and that sends us to the billion? Because the way I see it is that I feel like the party's been going on, but the real party is going to amp up when we touch the all-time highs and get the $1 million burn. Because when people see Volt retract back to that project, especially considering how long the project's been out already, that's going to set off the spark in people to say, oh, well, if they can touch $250,000, why not just Forex it to $1 billion? Then when we touch the $1 billion, what I personally believe is that that's going to attract the institutions because, they're rich. So they want to play it as safe as possible to know they're going to make money. They don't have to make 100X. They just want to make some compound gains. So they're going to probably wait to see, Volt touches $1 billion now. We see the NASDAQ, they supporting them. They got all this going on and stuff. Okay, now I can start putting the bag in. I feel like when we touch $1 billion, it won't be too far-fetched to see if we can touch 3 to 5 billion. You know what I mean? And then once again, there'll be more eyes on us as we climb up the ladder. So that's how I see it going with this project. I could be wrong. I'm not Bleeves. I'm not always right. But, that's just what I see personally, looking at how things work in the past and looking at how things have been all this time involved, all the months of consolidating, the markets dropped and watching how the project reacted in price value. And I feel like we got what it takes to do that, especially with Change and taking over all of DeFi, being all of DeFi's partner pretty much. Like all the new DeFi projects coming on Change. It's going to be impossible to not see this in the billions. That's how I see it. We're in too deep at this point.
You did notice CoinMarketCap, right?
Let me check on CoinMarketCap.
Did you?
I don't need to go on there to look at our volume.
You didn't notice what wasn't there anymore?
Did they remove that thing that they were trying to spread the foot on us about? But no way. No, I didn't notice it. So just now they removed that message.
It's been about what 4 or 5 days now. They just
Really?
removed it. Yeah. Yeah.
That was the same message. So many people they were attacking me in my tweets talking about, oh, but Volt has this message in red on top on Coin Market Cap. I'm like, Shiba had the same message too. you weren't around for that, weren't you? Like
they don't want to hear that. It's like,
yeah,
well, I
they didn't want to hear that.
It says
like,
warning.
Well, then this is now. Like, where is it now? Damn, that's even more bullish. Holy, even Coin Market Cap's like, damn, I gotta retract this message, man. I mean, shoot,
come on now,
cost us money, having us make Volt look bad. Let me retract that message back.
Oh no, it was an African guy that came in the chat, and he was really interested in Volt, and so he was talking and talking, and he asked the question about that, and and they broke down, hey, because we're a DAO, we're able to make changes, blah blah blah, and so. But at the end of it, he was like, well, we'll be back when that's gone off of CoinMarketCap. So I say all that to say that I know a lot of investors probably didn't invest because of that. But message. What they did was they're missing out on early opportunity.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. And it's crazy because we're going to be seeing a lot of that. Because all of us that know now that, if I would have just took that chance with those early meme coins 2 years ago, I would have been straight now, bear market or no bear market. Now they're going to be realizing that when we're up top, and then the cycle just going to keep going that way. That's just how it is. People got to see it to believe it. And when they finally see it, it's kind of too late. But they got to wait till the next cycle and hope to get lucky again.
See, next bear cycle, really, I would say the next bear cycle, I'd say 50% of us should not worry. No, I'm gonna say 30% of us shouldn't worry about anything because 70%.
70 is gonna be out before they. Yeah. I was thinking 70 is gonna be out before they can even make the money that they would need to be secure when the next bull cycle is fully done. Yep. Because they're not thinking ahead for that. They're thinking about the car they want immediately this year, and they're out. Or that vacation, and they're out. That's it.
Oh my gosh, a car. Then you take your money out for a car. Don't get me wrong. Nice car, wonderful. But that's all you're gonna get?
Yeah. Yeah, like it's like a rush for those first few months, and then you get used to the car. Your money's gone now. But you got the car.
Got what you paid for.
At least you got the new car smell. Hopefully
it's still going on.
Hopefully it's still there. But your money's not there no more. You know what I'm saying? And I love cars. Cars is like my second hobby. Like I look at cars as much as I look at crypto. But man, like, come on. We got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can enjoy the greater things, but not without a period of tribulation. And people think crypto, you can bypass that. You can bypass the time frame of the tribulation, yes, but it's still going to be tribulation to go through to get to where you really want to be.
Just know that you're going to go through some things.
You're gonna struggle one way or another. And the Jeets think that they can avoid the struggle, take the little 10%, go into the next new Bobby Cat Inu, whatever, and then make 100x off that. And no, you're gonna struggle. You're either gonna struggle by losing all your money in Bobby Cat Inu or whatever, or you're just gonna be scared and just not come back to the markets again. Either way, there's gonna be a struggle involved. There's just people just gotta accept that and just choose your battles and hang in for the results. That's really what it comes down to.
But those people that leave, you said something, so I hit on it. The people that leave, they're going to be forced to come back.
If they could put their pride to the side as well of admitting that they were wrong.
But besides that, look at how the government operates. Stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away. Come on.
They have their bags full. Guys, look. All of a sudden, the rates are better. The rates are good again. The economy's back. Like, What just happened 3 weeks ago though? Wait, what?
It was a scam.
We made an error. We made an error. Their bags are full. No, we made an error. That's what they're doing. You're right. You're right. And there's so much people that don't understand that the markets are manipulated like that, you know? Like when I see a prominent figure talk about how crypto is going to zero and sell all your assets, that's when I get excited. Cause I'm like, oh yeah, we got a pump coming, baby. You know it. We're gonna drop a bit. The big dude's gonna come in, scoop us up. We're gonna come back even higher. I see it. Everybody else is, I knew it, man. 5,000 for Bitcoin. I knew we're going downhill, boys. Pack your bags. We're going down. All right, yeah. Y'all can stay downhill too while you're at it, because they just clearly don't see the manipulation. It's just you do the opposite. Crypto is like a rebellion. It was created to be rebellious to the financial industry. So we're not gonna follow, the people that advise us to buy and to sell. They don't give a damn about our interests. They care about their bags.
Right.
And they get what it is. So they're not going to want us to have a piece of the pie. The world's not that nice. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're right, Ladybug. That's literally it. People don't realize that it's just a back and forth. It's like a pendulum.
Yeah. Thank you, Bed. And
shout out to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Crypto Shay, I'm just getting started on my hours. I only got like
doing the 4,000 hour challenge. Oh,
I'm at 1,200.
Don't worry. Streaming was my secret to get to the 4,000 hours. That was it. Before you know it, the streaming, and when people go back and watch the streams, it just adds up like that. It adds up. Yeah. Before you realize it. Well, when the bull run happens, it's going to go up a lot quicker.
Yeah, I'm more comfortable with streams versus doing videos.
Really? And then I'm reversed. Because I guess when I do the videos, I feel like a radio host. I'm in my zone on what is up, all my chosen ones. I be having my eyes closed sometimes when I'm talking. That's why you see that my camera's off and it just a picture of me like this. That's what I be. I'm in the zone sometimes and I record. So with streaming, I can't get away with those. What the hell's wrong with this guy? Like, wait, is Stevie Wonder? No, but that, you know what I mean? That's just my style of it.
Hey, it is what it is, It is
everybody
what it is. Their
exactly.
own thing. I'm learning where I'm at. I'm like, okay, yeah.
But you're good with the streams. You're really good with that. Yeah, I feel like my energy comes out in bursts, so I'm good for like the one takes.
It takes me 20 years. The first time I was like, I told Fatoshi and I was like, I'm gonna do YouTube. I'm all excited. I'm gonna go live. I wasn't even going live. I was recording it. I thought it was live.
StreamYard is a challenge. I had to watch YouTube tutorials to learn this stuff. I didn't even know what StreamYard was. I had to comment. It was way early on. I commented on one of the crypto devs videos, and then I looked and I noticed that she had the StreamYard bump on the side. I'm like, let me Google that. Oh, that's what these crypto people be using. But got it. It's copy. You know what I mean? So I get it. It's tricky to figure out. It's tricky. But you get the flow of it.
More bullish than Bull of Wall Street. Okay.
Yeah, there you go, Val.
Phil in the house.
There you go. I appreciate that time. I try. I'm really big on the ambiance of my videos. Music has to match.
I need
to work on has to match with that.
We used a big word, ambiance.
I'm very big on the ambiance has to be right at all times. You know what I mean? The purple lighting and it all. I have to be in the mood. I'm big on that.
That's real though. It's real. I ain't mad at it. Whatever works.
Let me check my dictionary and make sure I said that word correctly.
How they do. You gotta watch.
We got Ozzy in the building. Woo!
Ozzy. What do you say? Voted part 2 was.
Yeah. What did that mean? Would that be power?
I don't know. Let me grab some light bulb news. I need some bulb news. What's up, Ozzy?
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. And this show is fun. I like this. I like the vibe of this show. This is fun.
Oh man, Black Ranger's taking over
The BSC better load up. Hey, I love Ozzy's energy. Him, Power, and Pablo.
Ranger.
I love those three guys, man.
I know he's crazy. I think the Black Ranger is YL. Is the Black Ranger YL? Because it's the BSC side. You know, they don't like the BSC side for real. You know how they be hating.
I'm scared of BSC. I just stick with these, play it safe. What? I'm not scared of BSC. I'm just scared of BSC. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't even that, like with Volt, I trust the BSC side, of course. But like just BSC tokens in general, I'm like, I need to do my research more on that.
Let me help you out. All right. So let me give you a little bit. Let me give you a little bit of something here for the BSC side. Now, have you been paying attention to CZ?
Yeah. CZ's been pretty out there, actually.
Now, when we did the bull run the last time, the high went up to 600, right? Now, I had Binance when it was $30-something. It's another horror story, right? Don't.
Since 30?
Look, don't.
In the $30 range?
I had it when it was $30. I didn't know. So it starts moving, and I'm like, oh, okay. It doubled, tripled. I'm like, dang, this thing's really moving. I didn't know what BSC was until I had it in my, and then I was like, oh my God, you know, and it was gone then, you know. And so a reason why I say that is that's why I said I'm not selling. I don't care what goes on. I've been 50 times where I could have made a nice amount of money had I had a better understanding and knowledge of what I was doing. And that's what
that's true.
Has brought to me the knowledge and the understanding. And so, but Binance, I'm telling you right now, is going to hit at least 1,600. And so if you buy Binance now on the Volt side, if you buy Volt on the Binance side right now, you know.
Oh my gosh! And then Binance hits 1,600, and you're holding. Damn.
It's what 305 right now, 300.
Damn.
Then you do the math on
that. It's
that.
like close to a 5. And that's just in the change in Binance price. That's not even considering Volt's price itself going up.
See what I'm talking about?
Holy crap, that is smart. Damn.
And I can even bring it back I can put it to 12. And we can do it 3 times.
That's still huge, yeah. Because I mean, for ETH to see that type of growth, we'd have to be, you know, over the 10, 12K mark, maybe higher. You know, like damn.
Well, I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Damn. It's telling me Binance is gonna blow up. Now I don't know what's going on with ETH, and I don't know how long it's gonna take ETH to make that recovery, you know, jump from this ETH2 thing. But
yeah.
Yeah. You better pay attention to that BSC.
I'm looking now. Like I see BNB sitting solid at the $300 mark. Like, damn. I guess I just had because back in the, you know, the DJ era of BSC, that was how I was thinking about. I'm like, damn, your coins coming out. They're going up to 10,000 market cap and they're rugging it. That's how I always viewed BSC. I'm like, oh man, it left a bad taste in my mouth. Well, I'm going to just play with ETH. ETH is safe.
Man, y'all be turning up over on ETH, but I don't know. I be like, man, they talk about Binance, but they think they ain't playing fair over there either.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Vote on Binance. That is a good choice for sure. But that's because like I got the trust. Because when you mentioned about CZ, I forgot. Like, yeah, BNB and CZ, this is the same entity. It's like VB and ETH, but CZ's way more out there and on top of his stuff with that. So that's true. You know, it's definitely bullish for Binance. I guess I was just scared of the community.
Doing, look at everything he's doing. Look what he's buying in different little things, and you got to watch the smart money.
Yeah, you're right. Follow where the smart money goes.
You can't worry about the Jeets.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Always gonna be there.
You can laugh at them though. You know what I mean? It's always a good laugh. It's always a good laugh.
Gonna be there. They always gonna G there, and it's just that simple. Well, you get your part, and that's the reason when they broke ETH down to me. That's the only reason why I went on the east side, because I wasn't going over there. I was like, no.
Oh, so you were hardcore Binance at the time?
Yeah, I'm straight. That's just me. Yeah, It's either one or the other, and Binance is me. But when they broke down, when ETH decides to take off, I said, you know what? Yeah,
I mean,
we'll get some of each side.
yeah, I mean that's the smartest way to go about it. You know, build a bag equally in Binance and ETH. I mean, damn, that's double everything. Probably more, since ETH and Binance are such different prices.
But you got to look at either way. So if you can't afford, I don't know if this is the right analogy or not. So if you can't afford a whole ETH, you just buy your Volt, and when the Volt goes up, your ETH goes up.
Yeah,
Binance goes
exactly.
up. Binance goes up.
Exactly.
That's your investment.
That's literally it right there. Yeah. And Volt, to me, it's like it's stable enough of an investment that you can see those type of movements in like incongruence with the markets versus some of these other products that just come here, they're gone by next week and stuff, and you just never hear them again. Yeah. So that's true.
So I'm gonna expect you to come on over and say, give you something to think about.
And you know, I tried to make a Binance account, I just never got approved for it. Like they never didn't approve my background thing. I don't know what happened with that.
Oh,
and I just never tried again.
It took me a month and a half for them to approve me.
Oh, so persistent. It wasn't just me then.
No, they're I would say they're behind.
That makes sense, because I was like, man, this is something I did wrong. I thought I had a clean record. Like,
no, Binance. Yeah, it took a minute for me to get mine, but I found
that makes sense. That's why I never tried. I was like, yeah, it's just I'm not meant for Binance. I just never tried again. I just never tried again after that. That makes sense. That makes sense.
On over. Well, that's not the only place you can buy Binance. See, so you have to get informed.
Yeah, you're right, because you can also do Crypto.com too. That was my first exchange I really got introduced to before I even knew about Coinbase.
And Crypto.com is cheap to transfer money and everything. Binance is really dirt cheap, and it goes just like that. So yeah, I know. I've been on the exchanges and everything. So
I'll just get my guy CZ on the line, telling him to speed me up in the approval line. You know how should we work something out? Binance.
So do you have anything on CEXs? Do you trade on?
No, I don't. I would only use CEXs just to transfer money, and that's it.
Even before the whole smart man.
Even before the whole exchange fiasco, I just looked at exchanges as the word exchange is meant to exchange money between stuff to get it to your bank account. So that's what I would use it for. Because I just always like the control of just having access to my own money and not having to rely on like if this does that, then it's almost like a bank, but it's riskier than a bank in a sense, because it's like this is new. You know what I mean? And unregulated, well, semi-regulated. I don't know, some with the regulated ain't as regulated as banks and whatnot. So that's why I'm like, I trust myself. So I'll just keep tracking my own stuff,
Right.
Keep my exchange when I want to cash out and use that money. And that's about it. That's all I use it for. What about you?
I've got I got some little bags over there.
Yeah, like little bags, and it's just because things like Binance and Crypto.com, I think they're here to stay, in my opinion, and Coinbase as well. Like I don't see nothing happening to them, but still, it'll be good to have some money to sit in there that you can just access like on the go money, But for the ones that left it as like their life savings,
hey, if you're staking, let me say this: if you're staking on these platforms, and if it's weekly, monthly, whatever. When it's time you take your money out of there, you better take your little stakings out of there.
Yeah.
Quit trying to worry about compounding. If you ain't on the right type of CEX, somebody's gonna be in trouble. Start taking some money out over on them CEXs.
Yeah. Play it safe. Play a little safe. You never know.
I mean, you put it over to make the money, so at least get some. I understand the process and the purpose of it.
Yeah,
but you also have to be
secure a little something. Better than losing everything,
Yeah,
that's
make
true.
sure you get that out of there, because you don't want to be the woe is me.
Yeah. And
That's
there's
exactly
nothing
what
that
it's gonna be.
there's nothing that could be done too if that money's gone. It's gone. It's gone. That's the sad part about it.
Oh, but we're gonna have the first we call it DeFi tier one. Yes. There you go.
Wait. What?
Yeah. You be when you be saying stuff, you be making me remember stuff I be hearing. You know what I'm saying?
I heard tier one.
Pablo, look, Pablo said it 2 days ago. First DeFi tier one.
First DeFi tier one. Yo, guys in the comments. Yo. Woo.
Vote is the first everything. First everything.
Vote it's set in the standards in DeFi. That's what this project is doing. You know, you see projects already coming out saying we're trying to follow the Vault route. We're trying to do it like how Vault did. We're trying to do our marketing like Vault. Some projects, they're like, oh man, yo, you know about Vault? Okay, yeah. Let's see what's up with them. Like just because you're affiliated with a Vault, Vault is becoming that trademark in the DeFi space, and I feel like it's finally climbing. It's getting the recognition that it's been deserving. There's people that didn't care because they weren't seeing no results. Now they're seeing the results and they're like, oh, let me go breakneck back this way and see if I can get in real quick. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Seeing it. We're seeing it. I love
it. They done said what they said they done did what they said they was gonna do. Okay. All right. Might took a little bit longer for Vote to change, but it's out.
Yeah, but and it's out and it's so sufficient. The first day when it came out and it got like overloaded with the service, by the next day, Votoshi had a whole new website. I'm like, yo, this guy does not miss. When you think, oh, Votoshi made an error. Nah, he was ahead of you. He foresaw what if that error happened and had a solution already. Boom, threw in the next day. I'm like, he doesn't miss. He does not miss. It's just, I guess people are not used to that because DeFi was filled with so much disappointment leaving that tail end of the last bull run that people just equated Volt in the same category, especially with Votoshi on docs. So like, oh, it's one of those projects. Yeah, you can just run off with it. And people are just too lazy to do their research too. And I don't know. The way I see it is that if you see the money potential in projects like these and how everyone's talking about it, why not take the time to go see what it's about? And if you don't want to read, because I don't like reading all the time either, hop in the Telegram, see what people are talking about. You know, like just watch videos. You could type Vault in the search bar and see various contents from all types of YouTubers pop up on it. It's so many options now. And at this point, if people don't want to, get in on it, they're just lazy, and it's gonna back. It's gonna.
They don't deserve to be rich.
They don't deserve. Yeah, they're not. You know what I mean? They're not putting in the struggle, the grit. To get to. It. Yeah, that's just what it is. That's what it is. That they do their own thing. That's it. So be it. We secure, and that's what matters.
You got the people that it's the type of people you're like, oh, okay, they say something, you're like, oh, okay, you just really don't want it. Okay, well, you just go on and sit down over there. You sure? You sure? Yeah, just sit down over there. We'll be back.
Yep, like that. It ain't my problem. Exactly.
And either they'll say, you know what, I'm going with you, or they'll be like, okay, and then it's like, well.
Exactly. And I've learned to just kind of reel that in with people. There'd be people that would try to convince me on projects to promote. I'm like, yeah, man, that project looks good. Yeah, bro, what do you think, man? Yeah, I think we can take on Vault. I'm like, and that's where you lost me. Like, come on now. Now you just told me that you are not realistic. You're in this game with the wrong mindset to begin with. It's not going to work out. I'm good. People just
wrong mindset.
They gotta just understand Vault is the first to do what it's doing. That respect it. Doge was its first for its time. Shiba was its first for its time. ETH was its first. Binance, Bitcoin. Vault is its first in its own sector now. It's people got to accept it, get with the program, and learn how they can benefit from it too, instead of trying to scoff at it. Especially at this price point, things are still brewing.
No, I'm just so like, it's like you're sitting there and it's like, are you really gonna know when that takeoff comes? You it's coming, but
we're not. And I was thinking of this the other day, and I'm like, we're not. We're not, because there's times where you think it might happen and then it doesn't. That's how I know that when it does happen, it's gonna be when we don't see it coming. We're gonna know some news and stuff is coming out. It might even be a tier one, and we might expect, oh, it's gonna pump immediately on that tier one release, and it might not. It might just trade normally, maybe have a small bump, but then shortly following that, when people are like, all right, I knew Vault was crap, I'm out. That's just like that. When nobody expects it, it's gone. It's gone. And that's what I think is going to happen with this project. That's why I was like, I'm just being prepared at all times, because you never know. Could today be the day? Could it be next Tuesday? Could it be next month? You don't know. But you see the trend of how things are moving now in the markets waking up, and how the money that was pushing heavy, because I was telling people in one of my last videos, I'm like, when you look at the global market cap, we were at 797 on New Year's Day. Depressing. I was miserable, man. I was like, God damn, it's a whole new year. People still cheating out of these damn. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. You know, and I was fed up with it. And then all of a sudden, 2 days later, it sprung up in the eights. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Right. Here we are, January 17th, right underneath $1 trillion. That means it's been around $200 billion flowing into that global market cap of the overall crypto space in about 2.5 weeks. And we're seeing that trickle into DeFi projects like Vault. That, I'm looking at all of that and I'm like, okay.
Look at that numbers you just threw out there.
Yeah, that's what I'd be looking at, all of it. I'm like, okay, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming up. Everything is falling into place. Stage 5 comes out. The new money just came into crypto. Multi-change widget comes out. All these new DeFi products that are now launching because they see the markets are coming back up with some life in them, immediately getting into multi-change. I'm seeing it. It's everything. All the darts that were being thrown out, it's all starting to make sense now down the road. It's a crazy sighting.
He says it's a crazy sighting.
It's a crazy. I'm like, I'm hunting wild animals. I'm like, this is a crazy sighting.
What is that? What is that when they're looking at the if the wallets are connected, those dots? What is that?
Oh, the bubble maps, is that what
that's what when you said it, that's what clicked in. It's like, oh,
yeah, there you go.
Connected.
Is that sensor? And you're seeing all the market cap increasing. Oh, this is coming out. This is coming out. And it's all starting to add up now. And we're starting to see the effects of it. You know, people are like, oh yeah, we pulled back a bit from that climb that we were having just a couple days ago, but we're still far above the floor. And for me, the floor was when I saw the price. The last time I bought the dip was when we dipped down into the 6 zeros and the 5 zone. That to me was like, that was old.
Yeah, that was one of those like, oh yeah, it's getting real.
Like, this is happening.
It's real close.
I felt gutsy. I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna combat this. I'm gonna go crazy.
I was still up. Mind you, I was still up, but it was a little close. It was
I'm telling you, I was like barely there. I think that was the time where I was like a little bit below by like $200 or so, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take a bit of this. I need some more billions. I'm buying it and I'm not looking. I'm buying it. Take the gas money, is cheap. That's it. That was my mindset. That was I didn't even look at it. I said, okay, I got this many tokens memorized. Boom. Let me I'm gonna move it out my pocket.
Here you go.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm doing it. Boom. Did it. Moved it out. So when I be sending my wallet to people for ETH and whatnot, and nobody's seeing where the vault bag at. You know what I'm saying? That was it. So not even I check on the vault bag, because it's not even there where I can just readily grab it without having to go through and sign into this and sign into. So I kind of protect myself in doing that too, and just going along with it. Keeps anxiety away.
It's like you don't like this. Okay.
Let me tell you, when this was like August, that was happening. Markets were terrible. Money was slowing down. No YouTube promos. I was living out the save. I'm like, damn, this is a bad move to be buying a big chunk of some crypto right now. But I'm gonna do it in Vault. It's gonna make a hell of a video. If I come out and say I just went all in on Vault, I feel like that's gonna do some work. So I did it. I do it. Transfer, go through. Oh, it went through. It's done. I can't reverse it.
Yeah, you better not, because you know it's
But yeah,
13%. Use
I
that
said I'm not
13%.
even keeping it in the
That kills me
uh
there right there.
uh.
26%.
I did that. I moved it out my public wallet. I said I ain't even gonna be there where I can even look at that. That's done. That I'll check on it every couple of weeks. I'll be, oh, look at the reflections coming up in here.
Yeah.
This is tight, and and that's that. And I don't plan on touching that till we're in the billions. When I see us scrape into the billions, now I can see what's going on with that.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. The billions is when
That's
you got specific numbers.
The billion, yep. You got to be in the B, capital B's, B's. We need that.
Yeah, I mean, that's real. You got your number. You should have a number that's up there. Especially if you only got a couple of bags. So that you're not crying later.
Exactly. That's what I tell people: just have a plan to look forward to. So, when things drop, you don't get scared and this is good enough. 10% is good enough. No, 10% wasn't written down in your plan, right? I hope not. Otherwise, this is not your project. You want to see those 2 zeros killed off at least. We've been in the same price point for God knows how many months. You want to at least reward yourself to see 2 zeros killed. And then don't take your bag out either after the 2 zeros are killed now, because you forgot about reflections and all this other stuff coming out still that you can probably just live off of those reflections. You could take a nice sum out at a good market cap just to have a treat yourself bag that you cash out and leave the rest behind, live off them reflections to pay your bills and whatnot. If you need the money with everything else going on.
By the time you get up there, you shouldn't.
You probably wouldn't even need it. Like
nothing.
That's your day money. That's that, man. I'm gonna just go out and just use this reflections for that. And you're not touching your bag either until God knows how high Volt's price is, because this project has the capabilities. And I tell people, like, we have such a small supply compared to Shiba. And look at how high Shiba was able to go off of pure hype before Shiba Swap was even a thing. And Shibarium was never even mentioned at that time. Imagine this project.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. We just got to continue letting, like they say, the stars align, and in reality, the markets align, the institutions align, and let destiny do its thing. That's really it.
I like that. Fractionalization.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It is what? Fired up. We going to the tippity top.
Going past the moon, going to Pluto.
That's it. That's what we doing. That's what we doing.
This is it right there, boy.
That's what we doing.
What's that? What is that? Remember the end of Trading Places. That's Vote. Hey, I can't remember the end of Trading Places. It's an old movie, guys.
I'm thinking you're talking about trading like literally like people trading everything on Volty change Volt to centigrade getting a piece of the pie.
I wonder if you're talking about the movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy. See, that's what happened.
Oh, that's what I'm probably too young. That's what I thought. Oh, trading, crypto trading.
Definitely too young.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's get him and us another analogy, Ken. a little bit closer. He's a young buck. He needs something for this.
I'm 26. I'm not too young, but I'm right in that middle wedge.
Okay, let me start acting silly. Okay. Hey, fool with y'all. Okay. Oh man, I do not want to keep you. I have so enjoyed you, seriously, but I don't want to.
This was fun. This was very fun.
So, but I thank you for coming to the channel.
Thank you for having me.
For coming. All the people that are new, please like and subscribe. And I would surely love to have you back on.
Yes, of course. I'd be down for it. That would be awesome. This is a fun show. It was real fun.
All right. Do you have any final words for the people?
Guys, we're almost there. As we are almost there, hanging tight, enjoy the ride, stay tough. Remember, we got to go through a struggle to get to the great things in life. You got to go through a struggle so that way you can appreciate the great things a lot more. So just keep that in mind, guys, especially when things get hard.
That's your homework. You
There
see
you
your
go.
homework.
Look up Trading Places. You got it. Let me write it. Trading View. No,
it's already over. It's over.
I got an F.
It's good. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Oh, yes. Thursday, Ian will be on Ladies' Night. Ladies' Night. You got to come on Ladies' Night.
Yeah, I'm down for it. Let me know when.
Yeah, you got to come on Ladies' Night. That's a for sure, for sure. But yeah, Thursday is Ian, guys. Until I know we got like Twitter Spaces all week.
I can see even today. I gotta catch up on the one I missed.
Yeah, so everybody, let's just keep up with everything that's going. There's a lot going on right now. So until the next time, stay voted.
Deuces.